Center, and it is time to jump into some forecast details here. Winter storm warning in effect for Rutherford County. That's Rutherford County and all of Tennessee or all of Middle Tennessee until 6 a.m. on Tuesday. It begins at 6 p.m. this evening. Let's take a look at some maps here. And here is our winter storm warning. Expecting effects from the storm to begin this evening and running through Tuesday. National Weather Service talking about the impacts here. And they say that our impacts are going to be very difficult travel, hazardous conditions, morning and evening commute on Monday, wind chills, very cold as well. So we've been talking about that. Interesting that Rutherford County and all of Middle Tennessee under this winter storm warning, and you've got some type of winter advisory, winter storm warning out for the entire state. And I looked that up. Someone sent this out just a few ago. I think that it was like 2011, maybe, the last time the entire state has had some winter storm warning. So definitely it's going to be a statewide event here as we take a look at some of the model data. I want to draw your attention here to the top where this says this is valid at 1:15 on 4 a.m. So that's 4 a.m. on Monday morning, 4 a.m. Monday morning. And here is Rutherford County. If you're trying to, this is a rough drawing of the county. Okay, very rough, but apologize for that. This, if you look at the legend here, whoops, it's trying to cancel out on me. You see that that's about 3 inches. This is from the HRRR model. So that's showing by early in the morning, we could have 3 inches. That's a little more snow than we expected during the overnight, at least with some of the models that were coming in. Some were hinting toward that. But regardless of the fact, we definitely have winter weather starting tonight. And looks like that winter weather is going to come in after dark this evening, maybe in the 8, 9 o'clock hour. It's going to be a little dry, so it's going to take a bit to reach the ground, it does look like, at this point. This is the 3-kilometer NAM, North American model, and it shows, now look at the legend, 1:16 at 6 p.m. So that is, pardon me, Tuesday at 6 p.m. And our legend here at the top, see that says 7 inches for this purplish color. And that is like in Smyrna, Laverne, areas to the north and west. And if you'll also notice, you'll see, I'm not sure how well this red's going to show up. It shows up okay. You see some of the fuchsia colors that are showing up in areas from Murfreesboro to the southeast. That is more than 7 inches. Again, this is just a computer model. And this is a look at what it would appear to be statewide. Thought I had that for you. I do have it. I'll have to bring it up in a different way and a little cruder way. I put together a little slideshow here to be able to bring that up. But let's just do it this way. Okay. Well, that's also the same one. Well, regardless, what we do know is what we can see here is the entire mid-state area definitely in the snowfall. I wanted to kind of show you the broader picture, and the entire state, those darker colors are really along just to the north and definitely south of the I-40 area. That's where the largest plumes of moisture are kind of coming in, and we're going to get this in waves. It's going to snow pretty much throughout the day on Monday. Let me take this full so you can see a little bit better on the radar. This is the current radar right now. We're seeing already in West Tennessee up toward the Milan area, Martin, seeing some lighter snow beginning to fall, maybe some lighter snow coming in the Memphis area. We'll take a look at some of those cameras here in just a second. But here's the moisture. Wanted to show you the larger picture because this is the cold front that came through last night. See that there, draping down through the south? That's the cold front that came through and really dropped our temperatures into the 20s today, kind of setting the stage. This is the weather maker here that's going to cause our problem. And this is going to dive to the south and east. And as it does, typically when we get systems that ride to the south of Tennessee, that's when we get that moisture that wraps back around. And that's kind of a classic Tennessee good snowfall. And that's what we're going to see, it looks like here. All right, let's go in and maybe take a little bit of a look here up toward Martin and look at the camera there and see if we can see any flakage flying in the air. Maybe a few flurries, but it's very light. As I mentioned, this stuff's going to have a little harder time reaching the ground, especially early on. We can go into just northwest of Little Rock, Arkansas, and check a camera there. No snow on the ground, but you can just very vaguely see a few flurries flying. This is just a look at the system that is headed our way. We'll have a better idea. I guess we could go up into the Missouri area here. Poplar Bluff. Let's see what's going on at the Poplar Bluff area. Looks like maybe a few snow flurries there on the lens. But just because the radar's showing it, especially with snow, doesn't necessarily mean that it is falling. But I would say that we were getting some of the heavier returns here, right? And so those heavier returns are going to just continue to build. And as this low pressure system gets its act together and starts its move, that's when things are really going to ramp up. And you're going to see this entire area here really fill in as it moves on closer to us. So did want to kind of pop in here and meant to show you the snow total map, but I think I can draw it here just a little bit. Rutherford County, kind of somewhere around along an I-40 in that neck of the woods. This is the area where 2 inches could be common, up toward Clarksville, North Nashville. And the totals, as you keep going further south and east, are going to be larger. And as our weatherology meteorologist just mentioned a moment ago on radio, well, I didn't mean to do that, 3 to 5 inches looks like in our area. There will be some pockets of higher snowfall, especially where it's called banding, that they just kind of continue to roll through. Just like a storm and you have maybe some flash flooding and it trains over an area, you can have that with snow as well. So that is the current thinking. The snow's going to stick around for a while. It's going to be cold, so cold that it's going to be hard for some of the products that they put, the brine, salt and brine mixture. It's going to be hard for it to do its melting thing, and it's going to be cloudy. It's going to snow all day, really, and Monday and into the day on Tuesday, cloudy, flurries, cold, bitterly cold, and going to get above freezing, looks like Thursday, before another reinforcing front moves through and could bring us some snowfall then. But let's get through round number 1 here and see how that goes. All right, didn't show a ton of models. It showed a few. Those are the short-term models. The long-range models are kind of showing the same thing. Where that heavier band lines up, is it a little further south? Is it a little further north? We get into what we call nowcasting now, and just look and see what the weather is doing to our west and kind of watch it progress this way. Probably give you an update a bit later on this evening as we get closer and start seeing some maybe reports of snow in parts of Tennessee. But again, the headline: winter storm warning in effect for Rutherford County, all of Middle Tennessee, until from 6 p.m. this evening until 6 a.m. on Monday. So there you go. That is a look at what we have for you here from the Rutherford Weather Center. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Ruco Weather, RUCO Weather. That's where you can find us on socials as well, on Facebook and Twitter, our X right now, and then others coming soon. And RutherfordWX.com. RutherfordWX.com is where you can find us online soon.